Hi guys, it's your girl, the sassy engineer. If you are following FIFA Women's World Cup and the news from the New Zealand side of things, then you will see this trending news. The Spain women's football team abandons their Palmerston North World Cup base due to what? Boredom. It's all over the news now. One of the most talked about topic on the FIFA Women's World Cup this weekend. Oh my goodness, Palmerston North is my city. And coincidentally, this news comes while I posted this video where I said, at some point I'll have to talk about the town that I live in and probably give you guys a tour because it's actually really beautiful. To which some of you agreed, so I'll talk just a little bit about my city. Now, before I continue, let me remind you that opinions are like free kicks. Everyone's got one, but not all of them find the back of the net. For those of you who don't know, the Spain team has selected Palmerston North as their World Cup base for this FIFA Women's World Cup that is happening in New Zealand and Australia. And Massey University training ground was supposed to be their training ground. So it's quite a shock for most people in Palmerston North to learn that they opted and left because of boredom. An allegation which they have now said it is not true. But hey, that news has ruffled a lot of feathers because it's trending now. From the news, this info came from ESPN, who reported that the lack of things to do in the area, especially in the evenings, has taken a toll on its players, that's Spanish team players and their families. So they packed up and left for the country's capital, which is Wellington. This exit happens 2 days before they play Japan. The ESPN reporter that posted this thing even posted, "So I have caused an international incident. Be kind." So let's be kind with our judgment, which I agree. Let's be a bit objective with our judgment. Reading comment from the news outlet Post, some people are bashing them, especially those who haven't gotten over the fact that the same Spain team was accused of mocking the hacker, to which they've apologized. But I guess many people haven't quite forgiven them yet. Another reason people are giving is that, I thought you came for a competition, so focus on the game. That is true, but remember, they didn't come alone. Some came with their families, so there's that. Now, there are others who sympathize with them, like those who have lived in Palmerston North or other smaller cities and have also experienced big cities. If you want to be fair, Palmerston North is not a metropolis. It is a relatively smaller city, but hey, every city has its charm and not every location can be pulsating football crest paradise like Barcelona or Madrid. Sometimes you have to take a step back and appreciate the subtle beauty of smaller towns, like a perfectly executed tiki-taka play. You see what I'm doing? But the Spanish team has denied this allegation. They said it's definitely not true and that they felt at home in Palmy. The people have been nice to them, which is true. Palmy people are nice. And Massey University has been the best place to train every day. That they just moved to be closer to the stadium. And in case they end up as top of their group, I think they're in Group C, they will also play in Wellington. So it will be more comfortable for all. I'm not sure which side to believe here, but if they truly left because of boredom, I commiserate with them, especially if they came from a busy place. I have a few friends who also left Palmerston North because they don't like smaller cities. They say they don't like small cities. They are big city people. You would never find one of them during the weekend. If he's not in Auckland, he's in Wellington, or he's applying for jobs and taking courses that will take him out of Palmerston North. The guy just did not like the town because he's a big city person. So Palmy is small. But I'm still here. Don't ask me why. Anyway, back to Spain. I haven't been to Spain and I don't know anyone who has been to Spain, but I hear that Madrid is great with nighttime entertainment. So for anyone who lives in that type of place, Palmy would be quieter for such a person. I won't deny that we might not have that electrifying energy of a packed city, big cities like Lagos, New York, London, you name it. But it doesn't mean that Palmerston North is devoid of excitement. Things happen in this city and make the news. And I'm like, is it the same Palmy? that I'm in. Because when did it happen? There is a lot to do here. Boring, I'd say boring depends on the mindset. Let's face it, a place is interesting and exciting because of its people and the memories they create, okay? The most memorable moments arise from unexpected adventures. Trust me, I've been around, so I know that. Palmerston North is New Zealand's 8th largest urban city. It has a urban population of around 81,000. When you add the rural areas, it becomes higher. People are moving to Palmerston North, whether you believe it or not. People are moving here. Because tell me why you are looking for houses, you can't find it. Population is increasing. We didn't used to have much traffic. Now we started having 5 minutes traffic and all that. The population has increased. We are about 2 hours away from Wellington. So that's about, let's say, 140 kilometers northeast of Wellington. Last year we celebrated our 150th anniversary in Palmerston North. So they've been here for like 150 years. Well, they've been here for more, but they were named Palmerston North for the last 150 years. It's home to more than 70 major educational and research institutes, like Massey University. Massey is the biggest here. You have University College of Learning, UCOL as we call it. There's the Linton Army Camp. You have the IPU, I think it's a Japan Polytechnic sort of. Then you have other research institutes that are more like companies that do research, dairy research, leather research. There was some other one, I think it was metal, can't really remember. But there are a lot of research institutes here. The informal name for Palmerston North is Palmy. That's why you hear me say Palmy, Palmy, Palmy. It's not palm wine, Palmy. Some call it Rose City. I don't see it. As for weather, it's really good. We tend to miss all the weather mishaps around the country, so that's a plus. And being close to Wellington, it has a bit of Wellington's wind, so it can get windy sometimes. There are many parks here, gardens, historic houses, museums. The NZ Rugby Museum is here. There's some other museums around. There are other places of interest in and around Palmerston North. You can go on go-kart racing, horse treks, 4-wheel drive is very big here around. Hunting and fishing, that's also big here. We don't have beaches around here, but Palmy is at least 30 minutes drive away from beach. Other popular attractions are Manawatu Gorge, Victoria Esplanade Garden, the Herb Farm, Rahine Forest Park. I see it now. Most of the attractions we have here involves a lot of walking, hiking, and all that. When you compare it to big cities like Wellington, Auckland, Christchurch, Hamilton, I won't say it's a fair comparison, but when you compare this Palmerston North to those cities, then yes, the list of activities we have is really small. I've compiled a list of things to do and see in Palmerston North. It's been there on my blog since. I should have recommended it to the Spanish team. Maybe they wouldn't have left. Anyway, both parties are denying they didn't say anything like that. But our journalists are not happy at all. So that link is there. I'm going to put the link in my description box. I know people are tired of eating and drinking every time as part of fun. Especially fit farm people, when you're trying to drop the calories. All you have to do. That's why that link is necessary. I'll put the link in the description box so you can check it out. Anyway, that's the hot gist. Raining right now. Don't crucify Spain too much. All we can do is wish them well with their ventures, even though we know that Nigeria is winning this game. And let's hope that La Roya find the excitement this week. Also, let's not judge Palmerston North too harshly, okay? It's got its perks and there are many people dying to move here. So if you don't like it, you can go. Let's continue to celebrate the spirit of the game of Nigeria. And remember that sometimes the most extraordinary experiences come from the most unexpected places. Keep an open mind.